Friday, December 23rd, the Independence Bowl, Shreveport, Louisiana, Houston, and Louisiana, Lafayette, the Ragin Cajuns, Independence Stadium. This is Friday again, -7. Houston taking a little money, open 5, up to as high as 7 here, Tony. 58.5, 3 o'clock Friday action. You liking anything Houston and Louisiana, Lafayette, Tony?
I'm not, for several reasons. I was part of Houston 3 times this year and was wrong every time. And the coaching changes, some of the disappointments. I thought Houston was a disappointment, at least in my orbit. They were a disappointment. I expected more from them. And when I expected more, they didn't perform. And maybe when I turned a blind eye, they did perform. But in this bowl that you just discussed right now, I was hoping that it wasn't going to be on the list today, because it was a game that I just stayed away from. It that you meet those games every once in a while, but for the audience and for you guys, if I was in this room, I would be taking the points. There's no doubt about it. Both these teams are teams I do not have my arms wrapped around, especially Louisiana. And I was wrong about Houston every single time I took a stand with them. So in situations like this, and I've done a million of these shows, as you have, it's always you play the safe, you take the safe route. That's taking the points, guys.
Tony, real quick, who would win, a Cougar or a Ragin Cajun?
That's I like that. It's almost like going to the horse track and you see a name you like, and who would a Rage? Well, I'd bet on the Cajun. Every Ragin Cajun I ever met was I couldn't understand what they're saying, and they were pretty tough characters. There you go. Cougars stood no chance.
They usually are. Yeah. All right, I like it, Tony. We got what, Jimmy? Houston, Lafayette. Anything here, buddy?
Yeah, so we missed the best of the number, but I definitely like Houston. Louisiana just isn't going to have an answer for this Houston offense, and not many teams have. Houston ranks 14th in points per game, 37.2. They put up 463 yards per contest. Louisiana's got a decent defense on paper, but we've seen them give up some pretty big numbers. 49 to Florida State, 39 to Southern Miss. And quarterback Clayton Tune has numbers that are right up there with some of the best quarterbacks in the country. I'm not sure that people are taking notice like they should. And as far as I know, wide receiver Tank Dell is going to play. He declared for the NFL draft, but he says he's going to play in this game. He's a big threat at the wide receiver position. Houston defense is not good, but the Ragin' Cajuns, they're just not going to be able to keep up in the scoring column. So I'll be taking Houston in this game minus the points.
Okay, and Brian, coming to you lastly here. Louisiana, a team, they lost Billy Napier, but even maybe more importantly from last year's team, they lost their quarterback, Levi Lewis. I thought that guy was really good, the lefty, really athletic. They really haven't been on my radar too much in the Sun Belt. Houston, taking some money here, market liking them. Is any of that your money?
Louisiana lost a lot from last year, Drew. I think they lost like 4 starting offensive linemen too. I believe their entire starting linebacking crew as well. So not a huge surprise that they fell off. Now they fell off quite severely. 13-1 last year, 6-6 this year. Tony talked about Houston and his disappointment with them. I only played them once this year. It was a miracle cover on a weeknight. I can't remember if it was a Thursday or Friday. It was the game against Memphis when they recovered an onside kick. They scored twice in the final 2 minutes. I was cursing Holgerson the whole time, saying, why did I bet this guy that I went to bed happy? But the bottom line is Dana Holgerson, we need to point this out, guys. He does not do well in bowls. 2-7 against the number, 3-6 straight up all time. 4 of the last 5, he's lost by 2 touchdowns. And as a favorite in a bowl, he's lost outright 3 times, twice by double digits, and the 2 wins by a combined 5 points. So I have some apprehension about preparation on the Houston side. They do have the edge at quarterback, like Jimmy said, a big edge, because Louisiana's going to the backup at this point. But Houston, not a good finish to the regular season, 1-4 against the number. They just have 3 wins all year by more than 7 points. This was a very disappointing team. I think Louisiana is, and they had a lot of close losses. So I sense this being a close game, and I would take the points as well.
He's Bryan Power. First bowl winner, just $9, 164, 136, all sports run. Check him out, wagertalk.com. 18-3, last 21 in the UFC as well. So if you're looking for little UFC picks, he's Bryan Power. Check him out.